Good morning, everybody. No good morning? There's Tracy. I saw you, Tracy. You can't hide anymore. All right. I got to make a new score list here.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. There we go.
Have you dinner, Mr. Trevor?
No, I never eat before class because if I eat before class, I get sleepy. So I never eat. I mean, maybe a small snack, but I don't normally eat if I have a class. No. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. What do we got there? That's Peter. Okay, what we got? Okay, so we got Peter. Did you have dinner, Tracy?
Yes.
And what did you have?
What did you have? I ate. Ate.
No, I eat every day. I ate an hour ago. ATE. Remember, past tense. I ate.
I ate.
Yeah, right. Verb 1 infinitive is eat. Past tense is ate. And verb 3 is eaten. I have eaten there before. All right. Eat, ate, like the number 8. Eaten.
Eaten.
Well, that's verb 3. You want to use verb 2. I ate. What did you eat? I ate. I'm saying did. So you can only put one past tense verb in the question sentence, right? So what did you eat? I ate pizza earlier today.
No. I ate sunrise.
Sunlight.
Sunrise.
Rice.
And vegetables.
And vegetables.
And one meat still.
And one what? A cereal?
And one meat still.
Anybody understand? How's Bella today?
I'm fine.
You're fine? I don't believe you.
Why?
I don't believe you. How's Hannah today?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Oh, what's the date today? Today is the 25th, huh? 25 September. How's Peter? Yeah. How are the tattoos coming? They're blending in good? Those big tattoos?
Good.
Good. Tracy, Ruby's here. How's Ruby today? Who's got a cow?
Ma.
Who's got a cow in their house? No, what was that? It's not a cow? Oh my God. A bull? Sounded like a wild animal. All right. Where's Anne? Anne is missing. My God, she's almost late all the time. All right. Last week we did. What did we do last week?
Mr. Trevor, and is coming, joining.
Oh, is she? She's on her way. Late again. I start calling her Dudley. So today we still have some royal family stuff to read about. Big palace parties and things like that. But there she comes. But we had a lot of missing vocabulary. So I figured since we did all the royal family, kings and queens and princes and princesses and dukes and all that different stuff last week, I thought this time we would add more military people that are in it, the different ranks, different tools, different weapons, something different just to kind of offset the royal family, but something else that to add to our vocabulary, of course. All right. How's Anne today?
Hello.
Hello, Anne. Why are you late again? You only have banana shirts?
Yes.
All your shirts are yellow. All banana shirts. Every time I see you now, you have a banana shirt. I think you like bananas. Yeah. I think so. All right. Who won week 1? Bella won week 1. Was it even close? Yeah, it was 6-4. 6 for Bella, 4 for Peter, and 4 for Tracy. And Anne and Ruby each had 1. But Hannah had no points last week. What? Hannah. You better win today. That's it. Today you have to win. All right. Are you ready for a vocab challenge?
Not ready.
Well, too bad. Because we're going to start anyway. Now, tea party. There's a famous tea party called the Boston Tea Party, but that has to do with America, and it has to do with the Americans in their process of gaining independence against England. I forget what year it was, but that was quite a while ago, where they decided to stop paying taxes and all kinds of things were going on. So that's a totally different story. But I just called this tea party because what we're going to read about, just a small reading, again, about the royal family, about the tea and cake parties that they have at Buckingham Palace. And I think they have one in Scotland, too. Scotland Castle at Edinburgh. Yeah, Edinburgh, the Duke of Edinburgh, which was her recently passed husband. So we'll read about that later. Not a big reading. And again, I kind of created a lot of the vocabulary today. So we'll do the royal party stuff, and then we'll do a little bit of military. First one. What are they doing? They have to pick who the prime minister or the president is going to be. What do they have to do?
Vote.
Yeah. Say it again. Vote. That's right. Yeah. In some countries, the people get to vote for their prime ministers and presidents. So like in Canada, we have a prime minister. England has a prime minister too, because we're very much the same common law. The U.S. is different than not different from common law, but different in the way they run things. So they have a president. But in both processes, usually in the States every 4 years, Canada usually every 4 years, they have these times where you have to vote for who you want to be the leader. Now, they have different parties, like in the States, the two big ones are the Republican parties and the Democrats. And in Canada, you have the Liberals and the Conservatives, NDP, and a few other parties here and there. But it's a little bit of a different system than some of the Asian countries. Okay. One for Bella. What is this place? Where does the Queen live and her family? A little apartment, yeah? Just a tiny little apartment. Really cheap. Nobody knows where the Queen lives, the Queen of England? What is that big building?
Castle.
It's not a castle. Wasn't it in this class that we talked about the difference between castles and...
White House.
No, it's not the White House. That's the U.S.
Okay.
It's a palace. Yeah. Royal families live in palace. The castles are for military defense. That's where they have like defensive castles and positions to protect the land, to fight from. The palace is where all the royal people live. That's where it's all fancy with gold and silver and marble here and that and all kinds of different things. So it's a little bit different. But the one in England here, What is this palace called? It's famous. No, Ruby, you don't know where the Queen lives, the Queen of England, Tracy? Never learned this in school?
No, I don't know.
Probably one of the most famous palaces for sure. Starts with a B. Oh boy, I thought for sure you guys would get that. All right. Buckingham. The Queen's home, the palace, is called Buckingham Palace. That's where the Queen lives. And that is right downtown. If I am correct, which I have never been to London, so I'm just guessing on aerial pictures they take from the sky. I'm pretty sure the palace is right in front of the Thames River, the big river that goes through on this side of the street. And I believe it's next to the parliamentary buildings where the government is. And I think Big Ben is just around the corner here too. I think it's all part of that downtown area where the government is. But yeah, all right. This is called Buckingham Palace. Bella, can you say that? Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, Tracy?
Buckingham Palace.
And?
Buckingham Palace.
I'm missing someone here. Peter?
Buckingham.
Say what?
Buckingham
Palace.
Palace.
Palace. Yeah, Buckingham Palace. Hannah?
Buckingham Palace.
What about people that come to your party or for an interview or people that go stay in a hotel? What do we call those people? Right? You invite some people to your party or to a wedding, or maybe someone has a podcast. They invite someone to be there for an interview. What do we call these people? You know, in the hotel, they don't say we have 100 clients today or 100 renters. They have another word for it. What do they call the people that stay at their hotel?
Yes.
Guests. Yeah. You guys going to let Bella run away with this again? Oh my God. 2 points for Bella, 1 point for Trevor. A guest or guests. Peter. One guest, two guests.
One guest, two guests.
Ruby. One guest, two guests.
One guest, two guests.
Guests. You got to put a TS at the end of the plurals, right? You got a STS. So one is guest, right? Guest, one. Two, guests. And then when you get to that T, you got to do a TS, like it's, guests. So there's two S sounds on a plural. Try it again, Ruby. Guests.
Guests.
Yeah, it's close, but I don't hear the T. Hannah, one guest, two guests.
One guest, two
Guest.
guests.
Guest. St. Like
Guest.
start. Guest.
Guest.
Yeah, two guests.
Two guests.
All right, if we do this,
Guest. Two guests.
all right, 2, 3, 100, it doesn't matter. Guess, and then you have that T, right? So that's where it's going to cut a bit. Guests. Guests. Anna, one guest, two guests.
One guest, two guests.
I mean, Anne, sorry. Good, that was better, Anna.
One guest. Two guests.
Guests. Yeah, it takes a while. Guests. 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 Tracy? One guest,
One guest. Two guests.
two guests. Yeah, let me try
Two
this.
guests.
Yes.
Bella? One guest, two guests.
One yes. Two guests.
All right. All right. All right. So now we've voted these people in, and they represent what? Who do we vote for? Well, not everybody, but in some of these countries, the people, the group of people who officially control.
President.
Well, that's one person. This is all the people that work with the president. Even in Vietnam,
Yeah.
same. Yeah. Who's that? Tracy?
Yes.
Yeah. Say it again.
Government.
Yeah. It's the government. That's the organization, basically, right? That's where all the government people are in there in all the different fields. The government. Yeah. And there's an N in there, too. It's really small. Govern. So you kind of roll the N into the M. Most people don't even say it. Government is usually how most people, especially Americans. But sometimes I hear people say govern. Govern. To govern is the verb. To govern a country. Government. Government. There's a little bit of an N in there, Peter.
Government.
Govern with an N and an M. Government.
Government.
Yeah, not bad. Ruby, government. Hannah, why are you muted?
Government.
Government with an N. Don't forget your N here. Government. Government, Hannah. There's an N here.
Government.
No, not government. Government.
Government.
Yeah, Tracy?
Government.
Government. I say government too, but that's not what the phonetics say here. So we're going to say government just so we know it's there, but we can get away with government later. Bella? What?
Government.
Government. All right. Tracy's on the board. 2-1. All right. Now we know we had votes to vote for the government or the president or whoever's whichever party you want.
Another voice.
Oh, what?
Another voice.
No, it's not another vote, but it's part of the process. It's the process we're looking for. What do we call that? The time when people vote in order to choose someone for political or official. What is it? All right. So what has to happen for us to vote? There's a word for that. There will be a new this November, I think February, or when this fall. One's coming up in Canada and the US in the fall here. I think September in Canada, November, I think in the US. I'm not sure. But what is that? Something is coming up where people can vote to change some of the seats and some of the people in the government. What do you win? Let's say you get most of the votes. What do you win?
Election.
Election. Yeah. Who's that? Hannah?
Yes.
Hannah, I can't see your mouth, so it's hard to see if it's you that said it or not. Election is what we call it. Yeah, you got to have an election first. And then an election means that now we're going to be able to vote on the people running for the new government in the election. I noticed that. Is everybody Vietnamese in this class? Oh, yeah, everybody is. Okay. I noticed in Vietnam, you guys do have some elections in some areas. They had an election here for somebody in Da Nang, but I don't follow the politics very much, so I'm not really sure. I find it a bit confusing. All right. Hannah's on the board. Ruby still quiet. Anne, not yet. And Peter, not yet. All right. These are organizations that...
Volunteer.
Well, volunteers often work for these organizations and give donations to these organizations. What's the organization called?
A charity.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. A charity.
Salad.
A charity. And we volunteer time to charities or money. It depends what the charity is all about. Like A Better Vietnam, a charity organization here in Da Nang, Vietnam, helps provide free online English classes for a lot of the areas that have financial difficulties. So they work with lots of kids all over Vietnam, and they have volunteers from the US and different countries, mostly like retired people who have extra time, to have English classes with these students. So that's a really nice charity. A friend of mine, Mr. John, if you guys ever watched the Interest 40 finale, the final class that we had, John was a guest on that show. And so was Giles, who lives in Saudi Arabia. That was a really interesting video. The final class we had for Interest 40. You can watch it on the channel. Charity. All right. It's not a house, but it's in a building. What do we call those?
Husband.
Yeah. Is that Anne?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you have such a low voice and an echo. It's hard to know if it's you. Yeah. An apartment. It's an apartment. An apartment is a home. It is a home, but it's not a house. It's a part of the floor on a building. And often there's 2 or 4 maybe on your floor, or if it's a really big apartment complex, there could be 6 or 8 units on each floor, and the buildings could be 50 stories, 100 stories. Who knows? Not the last apartment I had. No, but one apartment I had in Calgary, Canada. My apartment was on the 33rd floor. So that was really cool. I could go sit out on my balcony with my friend and play chess, and you could see the whole city. It was really nice. It was a small little apartment, but it was cool, and it was fine for a young man or young woman. But yeah, it was a little nice apartment. But you have a bedroom or 2, depending on which one you want. But you have your kitchen and a living room and your bathroom. Everything you need is there. But it's not a house. It's just a small apartment. Place to live. So bonus point. What do we call apartments in Great Britain? 3, 2, 1. Bang. And now you're muted. I can't hear you if you did say something. In Great Britain, you'll see this in a lot of textbooks, especially student books, because so many of them are made from Cambridge and English schools, Oxford. So they won't say apartment. They'll say, I live in a flat. A flat is an apartment. Same.
People.
That is true. Of concerning the people as a whole. So we're talking about all the people. What do we call it when the president or prime minister wants to talk to all the people of Vietnam? He's talking to the general what? Which includes everybody. What is it, Peter?
Project.
Project? Wait, Peter first. Project.
Yeah.
No. And?
Community.
Community is just one area. I'm talking about all the people. It's like the bathroom that anybody can use. It's the what kind of bathroom? Or a mall is for everybody. Mega Mart is for everybody. The market is for everybody. For the general what? Not just one community, then it would be private. But if it's not private, what is it? Anybody can use it. Just like part of the beach here. Some of it is private, run and security by the hotels, but then a large part of it is for all the citizens for free. So what do we call that? What kind of beach is it if you can go for free? 3. Come on, Ruby. There's your chance to get on the board. Google it. Find it. 2.
Europe,
Group? No. Group is, again, a group is a selected amount of people, right? Crowded just means a lot of people in one area. This street, this park, this party, this group is crowded. Now,
Everyone.
yeah, well, it means everyone. What is the word for everyone?
A lot of people.
No, you should know this. You better know it from now on, because this is a word you're going to hear a lot forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. The general what? Public. Public. Bella? No, public. Pub. P-U-B. Public.
Public.
That's better. Tracy, public.
public,
Yeah. Public transportation. That's the city transit. Ruby, public. Public. Yeah, your mic is not too good either. Public park, where everybody can go play and have fun. Hannah, public.
public,
Yeah. Public mall. Anna or Ann, public.
public,
Public beach. Peter, public.
Public.
Public toilets. Anybody can use it. Yeah, public for everybody. 2 for Bella, 1 for Peter, 1 for Tracy, 1 for Hannah, 1 for Ann, bam for Ruby. Ruby, what are these people? What do you call them?
Slider.
Yeah, say it again, Peter.
Slider.
Yeah. S. Soul. And that D is going to be like a Jerry, like a G. It's going to be G, jers. Soldiers. 1 soldier, 2 soldiers. Peter. And 1 soldier, 2 soldiers.
1 soldier, 2 soldiers.
Yeah, it's not a D. You see this phonic down here? It's one of those really, really, really pain in the beep phonics. See this guy? Right? That's like Tom and Jerry, right? That's like that big J. So it's almost like soul, and you use a J instead of the D. Jers. Soul with an L. Soldiers. And 1 soldier, no S. 2 soldiers.
1 soldier, 2
No S, no S, no S. 1 soldier.
1 soldier,
2 soldiers.
2 soldiers.
Jers, not
Jers.
jers. Yeah. It gets confusing if you think of a shoulder. Yeah. Peter, 1 soldier, 2 soldiers.
1 soldier, 2 soldier.
Jers, little Z at the end. Soldiers. Many soldiers died in the war. Soldiers.
Soldier.
That's only 1. You gotta put a little Z at the end. Soldier. Z. Soldiers.
Soldier. Soldiers.
All right. Ruby, 1 soldier, 2 soldiers.
1 soldier, 2 soldiers.
Very good. Hannah, one soldier, two soldiers.
One soldier, two soldiers.
Very good. Bella.
One soldier, two soldiers.
Very good. Did I get you, Tracy? One soldier, two soldiers.
One soldier, two soldiers.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. So we got soldier. As I said, we're going to put some different words in here today. So Bella and Peter, 2 points each. Soldiers. So now we know these guys are soldiers, but when they travel in a group, all right, all these soldiers are marching towards war. These soldiers are in a group. They have a different job, but maybe they're reloading or waiting for information. What do we call soldiers when they're in a group?
A last soldier.
A lot of soldiers. There's a word for it. Kind of like a lot of people. That's the public. If they were on horses, we'd call them cavaliers or the cavalry. Bring in the cavalry, a group of soldiers on horses. But there's another word. Starts with a T. Famous movie when military was fighting insects. It was called I forget what they're called. In Star Wars, is it the white soldiers are called Storm something? Anybody know Star Trek? Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. Nobody knows Star Trek? Oh my God. Nobody knows Star Wars? Oh boy, oh boy. You guys really need a movie night. Really, really need a movie night.
Legal.
What is it?
Legal.
Reading?
Legal.
Freedom?
Legal.
Reading. I don't know what that is. Put it in the chat box. I'll see if I can figure out what it is. Legion. That's a really good word. It's like a legion, and they use that a lot in the old armies. That's right. I'm going to double check to see what the difference between legion and this is. So we're going to go to the countdown. 5, 4, 3. Legion. That's a really good one. Legion versus What is the difference? What is the difference? Legion is a major unit or division in the. Okay, so that's part of the Roman army. So that is true. These soldiers that are marching here in the Roman army are called a legion. That is true. But these legions are very large. This is like anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 infantry armors and cavalry as well. Whereas the other one is just a collection, smaller number of soldiers. No? Nobody got it? Okay. Troops. Bring in the troops. Call in the troops. The Navy SEALs. Troops. Peter. Troops. Troops. Anna. Troops. I'm gonna give Anne a point though, because Legion is the correct answer for that big picture. That was good research. We're gonna give 2 points to Anne. Hannah, troops, bring in the troops.
Troops.
Yeah, the group of soldiers. Ruby, call in the troops.
The troops.
The what? Call in the what?
Troops.
Troops. P.S. Yeah, Bella? The troops are coming. The troops are coming.
The troops are coming. The troops are coming.
Yeah, the sky is falling. The troops are coming. The troops are coming. We got to tell the king. What was that? Chicken licking? Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, Foxy Luxy, and Ducky Lucky. On Cocky what? The rooster? What was he? Cocky Lucky. Troops. Tracy. The troops are coming. The troops are coming.
The troops are coming. The troops are coming.
True. You are true. It is the troops.
Troops.
Troops. All right. When you're a bad boy or a bad girl and the police come and take you into jail, they put what on you? What are those? Ruby knows what these are. Come on, Ruby. Ruby dooby doo.
Handcuff.
Yeah, Bella said that first, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. These are called handcuffs. Handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
Yeah, to detain, to hold criminals or suspected people of crime. Yeah, used for different reasons. Definitely with prisoners. Handcuffs. Yeah. Yeah, but how do you know it's the police? What are they wearing? They have a uniform or a what? Because sometimes they wear regular clothes, but they have to show you this to prove that they really are the police.
Continent.
Mario.
Okay. Continent.
Mario.
Condiment. What, Bella?
Continent.
Mario.
Peter, no. Bella, no. And Peter and Bella, I'm not sure what you said, but it wasn't the right answer.
As.
Again, Anne?
As.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it's not bad G. It's just dzz again. Jerry, right? Badge. Badge. Like orange. Badge. Yeah, it's a badge. Anna ties Bella 3-3. All right. So yeah, that's what the police are supposed to use to identify themselves. Sometimes people will pretend to be police, but they're not wearing a uniform. So you want to be cautious. Some people lie, you know. So if someone says they're police, but they don't have a police car and they don't have, well, especially if they don't have a gun and they just say they're the police, tell them you want proof. How do I know you're really the police? So they should be able to show you ID or a badge, something to prove that they really are police. And this has happened in the past. People have robbed people pretending to be the police, but they weren't really the police at all. All right. A badge. Very good, Anne. Okay. Still with us, Ruby? Still with us, Ruby? Okay. Just check in, make sure you're still with us. You're a little quiet over there. All right. So we've talked about badges, knowing that they're police. Let's say something happens. Someone steals a car or breaks a window or steals some of Peter's potato chips. And then the police comes by and he shows you the badge, but you saw what happened. So you tell the police about it. What are you? You are to the accident or the crime. Right? The woman in the pink saw the man break into the window. So she's giving a description to the police. That man is giving, what is it?
Witness.
Witness. And again, ooh la la.
Walaloo.
Lulalu, la la la, ulululu. Kawabunga.
Really?
Uh-huh. Kawabunga. Who used to say that? Kawabunga. Yeah, what were those words? Corpse. A corpse. Does anybody know what a corpse is? Anne said corpse. A corpse is a dead body. If you find a dead person floating in the river or something in the park one day, that's a corpse. Armorial? Armorial. Bella, armorial. What? I'm not even sure what that is myself. I'm not an expert. So let's see. Armorial. Armorial. Relating to heraldry or heraldic device. Armory shields. Okay, so of an armor. The adjective to describe an armor. Okay. Yeah, but handcuffs, no. Handcuffs is not for defense. Okay. Witness. That's a pretty easy one to say. We'll go to the next one. All right, so let's say the police come and they take the witness's statements. So we've got all kinds of information here. She's checking with the police. Let's say they use the handcuffs and they brought somebody in. Once you get charged with a crime, maybe you're still innocent, but they've charged you. They usually take your what is it?
Finger.
Printer? Close, but no, they don't take your printer. They take your
Pen mark.
pen mark.
Prints.
Yeah, Bella.
Anna.
Yeah, she got it. Fingerprints. I heard a couple of you say it, but Bella got it first, I think. Yeah, fingerprints. That was Bella. Yes. 4-4 tie. Anne and Bella. 2 for Peter. Still in the race. Tracy, Hannah 1. Ruby, dooby doo. Come on, you can do this. Use your Google. Fingerprints. So 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints. Hannah. 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
Print. Go to that T and then turn the T into an S. Print. Yeah. Tracy, 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
Prints.
Prints.
Yeah. And 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
Better. 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints on the plant.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
On the plant. Ruby dooby doo. 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
That's right. Peter, 1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints, 100 hamsters.
1 fingerprint, 2 fingerprints.
High up. Not a brigadier. Brigadier is the highest. What's second?
Courtney.
Try again, Peter.
Courtney.
Type it. Because that's definitely not the word I'm looking for, but you might be saying the right word.
Rollers.
Brigadier is the top guy.
Sorry.
What are these guys?
Medal.
What's that?
Medal.
A medal. Oh, well, that's a lot of medals, but I'm talking about the position. These people, the leaders, an officer of high rank in the Army or the Air Force. These are the bosses during war. What do we call these guys?
Armorial.
Admiral. Yeah, Admiral, I believe, is with the Navy. I think. I'm not an Army guy, so I'm not sure. But Admiral is one of them for sure. But not this one. This one is specifically Army and Air Force. I think Admiral. Admiral. I think Admiral is Navy. but very close. Come on, we're getting there. Admiral. Admiral. What am I missing here? Yeah, Admiral, the fleet, Navy fleet. The top guys there are admirals. That's right. Very good guess. Come on, what's the other ones? It's very close. That is the right word, Peter. But and I'm going to give it to you. It's a very hard word to say because it doesn't sound. I'm pretty sure colonel, I think, is actually.
And that chat box.
What, Bella?
And chat in the chat box.
Oh, was it you?
And
Oh, that's Anne. Oh, Anne. That's right. Not Peter. Okay. Sorry, Peter. No point for you. Yeah, it's really hard to say. Because, and I'm almost sure, if I remember correctly, I don't want to spend too much time Googling things here, but that's, wow, origins. Let's see. Origin of colonel. I'm sure it's French. Let's see. Origin of colonel. Here we go. Latin columna, Italian columna, Italian and French colonel, and then French coronel, English coronel. Yeah, so they took the same spelling, but the pronunciation is very different, right? What is KFC? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, what do we call the Mr. Sanders guys? The guy with the white hair and the white goatee, the guy who started KFC. Do you know his name? Something Sanders? Colonel Sanders? Nobody knows the story of Colonel Sanders and Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC? Hello. It's pronounced Kerr. No. K-E-R pronunciation. Kerr. I know. C-O-L-O. But the pronunciation in English is K-E-R. Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Colonel in the Army. Colonel in the Air Force. Hannah. Colonel.
Colonel.
Peter. Colonel.
Oh no.
No with an L. Colonel.
Colonel.
Bella. Colonel.
Colonel.
And Colonel Sanders. Bella. I mean Tracy. Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Sanders. Ruby. Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders is the picture you see on KFC, the old guy with the white goatee. He was a colonel, and he was 65 years old or something when he first started Kentucky Fried Chicken, family recipe, and it became one of the biggest franchises in the world. Colonel Sanders. K, Kentucky Fried F, Chicken C, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now you know the rest of the story. Colonel Sanders. This is going to be a real hard one. So unless you're Googling, I don't think you're going to figure it out. But let's see if anybody knows. It's the knife at the end of a gun or a rifle. What do we call that? A long, sharp blade attached to a gun. Unless you're Googling, I don't think anyone's going to get this. 5.
Knife.
Knife.
Fight? No.
Knife.
Well, it is a knife, but when it's attached to a gun like this, what do we call it?
Knife gun.
Knife gun? A gun knife? A gun that shoots knives? 4. What?
Sword.
A sword. Nah, sword is no gun. Sword is just a long blade, yeah? A katana, I think they call it, from samurais and ninjas. What is it, Peter?
No.
Yeah, you babbling to somebody else? Yeah. I used to always say ninjas were Chinese, but
Gun.
what?
lies in gun.
No, Peter. Bella?
Sure.
A spear is something you can throw and it's long. It's used like a spear. Nope, it's not a spear. 3. Nobody's Googling. Oh my God. 2. 1. Another point for Trevor. You know what it is, Ruby? What is it, Ruby? It's not a Scooby-Doo. It's not a Scooby snack. What is it? It's called a bayonet. Bayonet. Not bayo. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet, Tracy.
Bayonet.
Hannah. Hannah, why are you muted?
Bayonet.
Next time I see you muted, I delete. And bayonet. Fix your camera a bit, Anne, so I can see your mouth when you're speaking. And bayonet.
Bayonet.
Bella.
Bayonet.
Rudy B. Ruby Dooby Doo.
Bayonet.
Pita.
Bayonet.
It's not bayo, it's baya. It's an pronunciation. You see the phonic? Bayonet. Bayonet. Anet.
Bayonet.
Yeah. Haha. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a big cannon. It is true. It is a cannon. They are cannons, but there's another word for these kinds of guns. Very large guns that are moved on wheels and metal tracks.
Tank.
No.
Cannon.
it's not-
Tank.
I already said it's like a cannon. And that's one word for them, but there's another word for it. Say, bring in the, which means the cannons.
Tank.
There's another word. No, not a tank. These you have to roll or pull. They don't. You can't drive these. Only 4 words left. Anne's got a 1-point lead. Peter's, if he doesn't get this one, Peter's not going to be in the race much longer.
Bazooka.
Bazooka is the one you put on your shoulder and you shoot it.
Cannon.
I already said it's another word for cannon. But these ones you move around on wheels or metal tracks. You can't drive it. You have to haul them, bring them to a place and set them up. And they're big, powerful guns, of course. Mostly used for defense.
Bidesto.
What is it?
Bidesto.
Type it in the chat box. Bidesto? No. Type that word in anyway in the chat box. I'd like to know what you're saying. Cannon pedestal. No, the pedestal, I think, is like this wall. Where you put the cannon on, I think, is the pedestal. Like, see where the cannon sits on this frame? I think that's the pedestal, and this is the pedestal. Must be a pedestal, like you put something on a pedestal. Oh, bayonet. Hey, get back here. Get back here, you bayonet. Here we go. 3, 2.
1.
I heard Hannah. Come on, Ruby. You know what this is. Don't you have some in the backyard? Bring in the artillery. Artillery. Like I said, it's a little bit off into weird fields today with some of our vocab, but something different. Something different. And it's better than talking about monarchies and royal families because we don't have any of that here. So this is more universal and global worldly words that you will definitely hear in the future, but not much about the British family, I'm sure, in Vietnam. 3 words left. So it's pretty much down to Anne and Bella to see who's going to win this. And Anne's got a 1-point lead. The next word, you've said it earlier, so you're going to get this quick. So let me see your mouths. Bella ties it up.
Tank.
Bella ties it up. tank. 5-5 tie. A tank. Yeah, the tank is like a big cannon, and it's considered artillery when you bring it in as well, because it's got big guns. But you can drive it, right? You can see, you go inside, you can drive it, you can bring troops around, and it's pretty amazing how fast some of these tanks can go nowadays on those tracks. Yeah, they're pretty heavy duty machinery. Yeah, tanks. Guns on tracks. Pretty incredible stuff. Pretty dangerous stuff. 5-5 tie, 2 words left. Now, this one here, I'm going to give you a little bit of detail first. Now, in war, there are things called bunkers. Now, there are different meanings for bunkers. Bunkers could be like a hole that they've dug out and they're hiding inside for. A bunker could be a hole, I believe, that's dug out and you're hiding behind it, like in a war, like trench war, for example. Bunkers can also be underground areas to hide or sleep. And I believe bunkers can also be sleeping accommodations. But what we're looking for here is like when there's a war and the military moves and they set up a little base, like a compound base or military compound. What do they call the area where they rest and they sleep and they have their meetings? Well, they use tents, but this is where they keep their supplies. This is where they set up. What do we call this part? It's heavily protected. You got the towers and everything, and usually they have all kinds of artillery around it to protect it so people can't attack it. Very heavy. It's where the soldiers usually live when they're in another land. What do we call these little bases? Of course, castles were used for the same thing a long time ago.
All right.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. Say it again.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like barrack, but it's pronounced with an E. Barracks. Barracks. These are the soldiers' barracks. Try it again, Peter. Barracks.
Barracks.
Yeah, good job. They're called barracks. That's where the soldiers stay when they're not fighting. Barracks. Yeah, and it's really important to hide these and set them up very, very carefully because you don't want these to be attacked, of course. All right, last word, and then we'll have a little vocab challenge. Last one. Now we have guns, all kinds of different kinds of guns. We looked at cannons. We looked at different types of artillery, the heavy, heavy guns. We've looked at guns with bayonets on it, with the knives, tanks, handguns, machine guns. What do you call these long ones? Like a sniper gun, or the old-fashioned one, or the ones they use for hunting, or they want to shoot someone in a long distance with just one bullet. What do we call these guns?
Sniper rifle.
Rifle is the right word, and Bella wins again. The second victory for Miss Bella. Woo, woo, woo. Congratulations, Farmer Bella.
Now.
Planter Barber. Planter Bella. Yeah. All right. It's a rifle. It's called a rifle. Usually for long distance, very accurate shots. You're only going to get one shot. You want a high-powered rifle or a sniper rifle, and you can zoom right in, and it's very accurate. See all the old-fashioned rifles, too? And these rifles have bayonets on them, too. You see some of these have swords on the ends of these rifles. These are probably like rifles from World War I or something. Yeah. All right. Bella's number 2. Okay. Where is Miss Lay? Are you here? Oh, there's Miss Lay. Hello, Miss Lay. It's unbelievable. Sometimes that's good.
No one knows your joke.
Oh, my God. You guys don't understand my jokes. You make me cry. Oh.
So Bella will be the last again.
Yes, she pulled it
Poor
off with
Bella.
the last word. 6-5.
So she broke the record.
No, she won 6-5.
Oh, 6-5.
Hmm.
So we have who first? Ruby.
Yep.
Ruby still.
Ruby first, and then it's going to be, who's it going to be? Tracy or Hannah? Who did best last week? Tracy. So it'll be Hannah. Ruby, Hannah, Tracy. And, Peter. Ruby, Hannah, Tracy, Peter, and Bella.
So and 5.
Anne had 5, yeah.
Good job, Anne.
She almost won. Bella got the last 2. I think.
Everybody read books
2 or
and
3.
then
Build up that vocabulary, build up that knowledge.
all our vocabulary. Yeah. Okay, so you see my tea here?
No.
No? No tea?
See my
Yes.
coffee? You see my coffee here?
Hey,
I see
vocabulary
your
today.
coffee.
The vocabulary today a little bit kind of mystery topic.
Yeah, we had a big lack of vocabulary today because back-to-back lessons on royal parties and royal families. So we had no words. So I figured we'll try to keep it uniform best we can. So learned a few words anyway.
Yeah, and the thing is we
Broaden our variety of words.
variety, that's the thing. So here, based on our my list, Ruby is the first. You have a vote. Remember, you can make questions too on negative sentence as examples, not just positive sentence all the time.
I vote for class.
It can be a verb.
Yeah, it's a verb too. Yeah. I vote, or I voted. So like I said, when we make a sentence, of course, in our mind, we decide like what tense, right? So it's in the past, or that's you do every day, or you do very often, or you sometimes.
Every election.
Or every, like regularly, right? So what tense, Ruby? Because you just said I vote, right? So
Yeah.
it sounds like a present simple.
Be really strict on their vocab tenses.
For class president.
Class president. Good idea.
So it must be what? Past events, right? You already did it, right? Or every maybe few months?
Every semester? Every term?
Term, yeah. We have 2 terms in a school year.
Like a midterm
What tense?
election?
What tense, Ruby? Present simple or past simple?
Present simple.
Present simple. Yeah. Okay. So we say that we vote or I vote. So for class president, class president, not monitor. I think here they usually just call monitor.
I think when I've never experienced that in my school, but I think it's it's the school, not the class. Like there's a class leader or something, a representative or something
Yeah.
for the class, but then
Class
someone who wins for the school.
Monitor. I think we call monitor only like
Could be that. I'm
the
not
person,
familiar.
the student like the fridge
Yeah,
and take the information back and forth from school and the class. Yeah.
could be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we understand that like every term or how often you vote for, actually, I think that if it's class, so it can be class monitor, right? President sounds really,
Well, they do call it the school president. Yeah, they do it. I've heard it before.
but it must be the whole school. Like
I
a
think so.
tina,
Yeah,
you know,
like I think they
tina.
have it in high school. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
university, colleges. Yeah.
But that's good. All right. So that's Ruby. Hannah for number 2. Wow, wow, wow. Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace is very large and has many soldiers guarding the gate.
Guarding, guarding the gate.
Many, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Guards. Yeah.
Very, very large. Yeah, very, very large. Of course, huge.
The Queen
Enormous.
soldiers. Yeah, I was in our test. Remember? In our test, the Queen soldiers, the black hat tops. With
Yeah,
the
yeah. And I saw actually one picture because said that it was really hot, like up to 40 degree there. So
They had a heat wave. Yeah.
yeah, so, you know, that's the way they wear. Yeah, they
Yeah.
wear the thick hat and everything like that. So kind of he had someone takes care of him, like give him water and everything. I think that he cannot move, right? The
Not
picture,
supposed to.
yeah. All right. Yes, that's right. Tracy, number 3, a guest or many guests.
There are many guests in her birthday party.
So we understand that like always, often, right? Because also use present simple, right? So you say that there are many guests at her birthday party. When we use present simple, so it means that like every year when they hold a party for her, there are a lot of people invited, right?
There's a distinction there too that I noticed. She said in her birthday party, because if you're it depends on the party. For example, a wedding, right? You have the groom or the bride. There's a group of people that like the bridesmaids and the people, the immediate family, and that's called in the wedding party, the group. But then everybody else is a guest that they only represent like 20 people of the 500 people there. So in the wedding party, the groom and the bride and the special people, right?
Okay.
But then at the birthday party, that would be strange unless you were celebrating your birthday with your friends in a big complex where many other people were celebrating their birthday or something too. Otherwise, it would be at the birthday party.
Yeah, actually, of course, I
All the guests.
couldn't distinguish like that, but I just get used to using at a party.
Well, because the birthday party would be at the place.
And-
Wedding party, in the wedding party, is the group within the party.
Okay, understand. Yeah, so once again, Tracy, when you use there are, it means that like every year, right? Every time that she has birthday party, usually many people or guests are invited. Okay, but we kind of understand that, right? It's not like last time or last month when it was her birthday and there were a lot of guests. No, you use there are, so it means that like maybe every year. All right, Peter, number 4, government. You still there with the mask?
Yeah. I doesn't like government.
Which government? Don't try to say it loud. But they manage everything. They have you with all education system and everything. Yeah. Okay, it's the right sentence. Okay, grammatically it's right. For example, I don't like or I like the government. It's just an example, right, Peter? And number 5, election. Election. It's a noun.
Was old enough to pass in the election last year.
Very good. So last year, so it meant that we were, right? You say we were? We were old enough, right? To take part in the election last year. We're talking about last year's thing, last year's event, right? So we say we were, all right? Everything is just like they have to agree with each other. The time, the tense, and the subject, okay? Very good. We were old enough to take part in the election last year. Yeah, vote, go to vote. Bella, the next page here. Charity. So what's your example with this one? with this one, like you can do something, you can do volunteer or work or something for charity. You can devote something like a money or something to charity. You can have. So what's the example, Bella?
I think the charity.
I cannot hear very clearly.
Not yet. The charity.
I suggest this charity.
Not yet. Not yet.
Again, Bella.
I not yet. The charity.
What is the verb? I heard like I not yet. Charity here is a noun. So what do you want to say? I heard like a not yet. So I kind of like I haven't seen the verb. What is the verb? Like I helped this charity last year. Very simple like that, right? I worked for this charity last month, or I did some volunteer work for this charity. So can you say once again, because I kind of missed the verb. What is the verb?
My mother is work in charity.
Is working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My mother is working in this or for this charity. Okay. So we're back to Ruby. Apartment.
Don't live apartment.
Live in an apartment, but I missed the subject. Who lives in an apartment? We. What is subject? I. You said I. For some reason, I cannot hear you guys very clearly. Yeah, very simple. You can say that, oh, I live in a house. I don't live in an apartment. It's okay. It's just like this. This is a place. So we live in, or we don't live in, or where is it, right? It's just a noun. And you can say that her apartment is near the supermarket. It's also one example, right? All right. Hannah, public. Public, we have the phrase, right? In public, right? Do something in public.
We have to keep the public place clean. It is good for the environment.
We have to keep the public places clean.
Yeah.
It's good for the environment. That's right. That's right. We have to keep public places clean because it's good for the environment. That's good. Tracy, soul, like our soul, right? Heart and soul, soldiers or soldier.
Soldiers. At that point, a soldier opened fire on the car.
At that time, the soldier
opened fire.
Fire. Okay, so they are fighting.
Fire on the car.
All right. War, bad. Next, Peter. Troops.
Troops has soldier.
Troops are soldier. Soldier are troops. How? Yes. Maybe consists of, right? Troops consists of a lot of soldiers. It sounds really, consists of, include, yeah. Okay. That's N. Number 11. Hand, our hand. This one is got cups. And this one is two, right? Same like the glasses. So I guess that is always in plural, right? Plural, not singular. We need two, right? They have two. Kind number 8. So hand cups. And it's your turn. Today we learn.
I have never handcuffs.
Maybe I have never seen. Yeah. Just on TV, like a rear. Me too. I think here is yes, of course on TV, in films, yes, but rear. I think even if our family members, if they are police, I think they keep this very, 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 what is that? Secretive. You cannot see it. Actually, usually they lock. Yeah, I have never seen rear handcuffs. That's right. Bella. Badge.
Police.
Police.
Badge.
Because we say police, so we say the police. I think we have to say that always. Police always wear, right? That is like their uniform. When they wear their uniform, they really have to wear their badges, right? Yeah, so I think we can emphasize a little bit by saying always.
Police always carry handcuffs.
Carry?
Yes.
No, but she
Wear.
doesn't say about handcuffs, she say about badges.
Prisoners wearing
Handcuffs. Actually, Anne's example is I have never seen rear handcuffs. So I explain a little bit. I know that even family member, if they really have that, they always locked somewhere. You cannot see it. Kind of like here, at least here. But badges, Bella's example is like police. So I just put in her example, I said that always, because I see that when they wear uniforms, they have to wear their badges, right? Because they are police. So the example is police always wear badges with their uniform, because we also know that sometimes they don't wear their uniform when they join their project or something. But at least here I know when they wear uniform, they have to wear their badges. All right, that is Bella. So back to Ruby, witness. The person, yeah.
We witnessed my sister go to school.
This one is what? I think usually this one is like you see something and you become a witness, maybe for courts, for something related to maybe criminal crime. Maybe.
Witnessed an accident or witnessed a crime, not witness your sister.
Yeah,
Mom.
sister is like I kind of watch, right? Yeah, so maybe it's very simple, Ruby. This one, it can be a noun or a verb, so you can say that I wasn't, right? I wasn't the witness of that accident, right? Not me, something like that. Make it simple. Hannah, fingerprint.
Everyone has a different fingerprint.
I think so. That's what we hear, right? No one, not one that have the same, like two have the same. Everybody has different fingerprints. I think because you see that we have 5 of 10, right? So we just make it plural, better, right? Everybody has different fingerprints. Okay, plural.
Yeah.
10 hands. Sorry, 10 hands, 10 fingers. All right. Tracy, more about soldiers or military and army thing. Colonel.
Colonel. He says his father was excellent colonel.
Colonel? That's the way we say? I thought that is colonel. You have two ways to say it?
His father
Yeah.
no,
I understand what you mean. You said like your example, he said that his father was a what?
was excellent.
Excellent.
Colonel.
Yeah.
Colonel.
Excellent. Was an excellent colonel, right?
Colonel.
Colonel, not colonel. Here we can see the phonics. Yeah, colonel. Yeah, was an excellent.
Colonel is French.
Ah, okay. So Tracy tried to speak French with me. I don't know French. I just know a little bit, just 2 sentences in Chinese, but not French. Okay. So he said that his father was an yeah. This one like a job, so we can count an excellent colonel. Next. Peter. Oh my, what's this? Bayonet. It's the weapon. Peter, is weapon.
A net. It's the knife at the end of a rifle. So it's like it can be used like a spear because you attach the knife to the end of the rifle. So it's a bayonet. Yeah, you have a long rifle, a soldier, and then at the end of the gun, you click a knife on it. So you can use it like a spear or a weapon, a long knife, or you can still shoot.
Yeah, so it definitely a weapon.
Yes.
Peter.
Bayonet is a gun have a knife in there.
So you know the Miss Lay doesn't know about that. That's why you give me the definition. Yeah.
Bayonet is the knife at the end of the gun.
Okay.
That's the knife. The knife is the bayonet.
Ah, okay. It's actually, yeah, we have you have Vietnamese meaning. Yeah, it's the knife. It is the knife. Attached, right? Attached to the end of the knife. The gun.
The barrel, the gun.
The gun or rifle.
Yeah. Well, always on a rifle, so you can use it like a spear.
Yeah, the long handle.
Very popular in World War I when you had trench warfare.
So Peter,
you run out of bullets, so you had to use the knife.
All right, Peter. So you understand, yeah? It is a knife, yeah. It is a knife, but it is attached to the end of a rifle, the gun, yeah. Okay, and the next one, number 17, like artillery.
Artillery is a military weapon.
Today is just the best that we just give definition. Is it right? It's a military weapon. I think so. All right. Bella, tank.
The soldier is drive a tank.
Is driving a tank. Okay. All right. We saw a lot of tanks. I don't know when, but in Ukraine and Russia, right? A lot of Russia's tanks went to Ukraine, and because of the snow, and they all became fridges. People call. Okay, tank. Back to Ruby. It looks like the name of that president in America. Not Barack Obama is not the same, Trevor. It's not the same spelling. Okay, so
Not sure. Barack is the same spelling.
same spelling, right? No S for his name.
No, there's no S. Barack.
Barack Obama, is it right? Yeah.
No
So
S.
now it's easy for you to remember. Remember. So sorry.
Barack Obama is just Barack is one R, and it's Barack Obama.
Oh, okay.
These are barracks. Bear. It sounds like a bear. It's an E pronunciation. ER pronunciation.
Barracks. Barracks.
Housing for soldiers. Barracks.
Yeah, barracks. Sorry,
Housing
I
for
didn't
soldiers.
miss anybody. I miss Hannah, is it right? So Ruby number 19 and Hannah number 20. Sounds like I missed Hannah.
I don't own barracks.
I don't.
Own
What is the verb? Count? No.
own
Out, like a go out. What's that? Can you spell the word? It's like I confuse the word. The verb, what is the verb? Same like a games, right? Okay, let's see. Own. Okay. I think usually owner. Usually I think this one is government. Yeah, this one I don't think it belongs to military, so no. Yeah, I don't. You can say that, but I think it can be right, grammatically right, but about the meaning is no. This like belong to the government, belong to military. So we should say that there are some, maybe just like that. There are some barracks nearby my neighborhood. You can say that, right? Because some just in the city, not just some we can see in the city. They also have big barrack. All right, and the last one here is for Hannah. Rifle.
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 Yeah. I don't have a rifle.
No, it's not here. I don't think the normal people like us can own, Ruby, own, right? Guns or weapons. I don't think so. I think it's illegal. Just military police. Okay, guys. That is it. And take a short break. After that, you continue about royal family with Mr. Trevor in the reading. Okay? Bye-bye from Miss Lay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next week is the Amish. Like I said, very, very interesting story about them. And of course, lots of great vocab. We'll keep building up our pronunciation and building up our comprehension. And little by little, we become better English communicators. Banana, plant, nurse, no mouth, smiley, and YouTube. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.